What's up, party people? Welcome to 30 Days of Yoga Camp. It's day 5, and you know what the mantra for today is, right? I am alive. Let's get started. All right, my friends, today we're going to begin with the legs stretched out long. So come into a comfortable seat. Meaning, if you need to lift the hips, please do here again on a block or on some books or maybe a pillow. And then take the legs out long. Now, depending on your personality, but I know I used to be like this, comes from dancing and gymnastics and stuff. I used to always kind of like overdo it here. Like I have to hit this shape and I have to prove to myself that I'm flexible. So let's not do that today. Let's just see where we're at. See if you can keep the thighs kind of grounding down here. So what that means is your shape might look like this. Yeah, legs out long. So if you're this way, then you know what I'm talking about. There's some of us that are like, okay, get right to the mark. So we just want a nice comfortable seat to start in with the legs out long. Then just take a second to feel the feet. Feel your hands. So just kind of spreading awareness through the soles of the feet and the hands, the wrists. And then go ahead and activate. Find flexion in the feet. So press into your heels, let your toes point up towards the sky. Again, tops of the thighs. In fact, take your palms to the tops of the thighs just to kind of press them down. And so if you're still working on spinal awareness and even strength building in the abdominal wall and the back body, this could be pretty tough. So I just want to acknowledge, if you're here, man, dudes, dudettes, no biggie. This is why we're here to practice. So in time, we'll be able to find length and support with the muscles. Tomorrow's practice will help. And yeah, just kind of find that support from within. So just notice where you're at today. Come into a nice comfortable seat here with the legs out long. So once you get adjusted, see if you can align head over heart, heart over pelvis, and activate through the legs strong. Then maybe take a second here to loop the shoulders forward, up, and back, and also to do a couple neck rolls if it feels right. So just checking in with the head, the neck, the shoulders. So for me, a lot of yoga videos, a lot of workouts, a lot of stuff just kind of like wham bam into it. So unless you're taking responsibility before you press play, you kind of don't get a chance to just go, okay, here I am. So take that moment here. And begin to notice your breath. Then eventually we'll bring the palms together at the heart. Again, still active through the legs here, and begin to lift the sternum to the thumbs. So if you're collapsing in the belly here and collapsing in the back body, see if you can use this lift of the sternum to the thumbs to just kind of grow tall. And for some people at this stage in the practice, or depending on what, where you are in your journey, this could be a lot of hard work. So just notice. And then begin to deepen your breath, and you might close your eyes here. We're not going to be here much longer, but just a chance to check in with that line, activate through the legs, and feel a nice grounding through the sitting bones. Find extension through the crown. Again, close your eyes for a moment here. Deepening the breath. And just settling in for our practice today. The affirmation or the mantra today, I am alive. So notice what it feels like as you move throughout the practice today. Notice what it feels like to be alive today. In your body, moving with the breath. And then you might even take it a step further and finish the sentence, I am alive with. I'm alive with energy. I'm alive with creativity. I am alive and patient. So find something that suits you well today. Say it to yourself, repeat it to yourself here. I'll bow the head to the hands. And we'll rock it out today. Bat the eyelashes open. Slowly release the hands. We're going to bring the right heel into the center line. Should feel awesome after holding that shape for so long. Nice work. So take your mantra, your affirmation with you. If you ever start to get distracted or start to feel frustrated in your practice, repeat that mantra to yourself. Here we go. Turning towards the left toes here. So you might actually physically adjust your right hip, your right knee. We're going to inhale, reach it up. Exhale, over and to the left, just like we did before. So before you sandwich, just take it to the left. So we're stretching through the right side of the body. We don't, again, have to have this perfect yoga shape here. We're just warming up the body. Maybe you're a little sore from working on your yoga mat or something else. I didn't mean for that to be like that. I just meant a plethora of things. And then flattening it out for a breath or two, you might round the head. Notice how I'm not slamming belly to thigh. Just give yourself, just notice where you're at today, right? So I'm still warming up here. Close your eyes. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then grounding through your root. And coming into a little twist here. Right fingertips behind, left palm gently to guide you. So don't crank it here. Just nice and easy. And keep that left foot active. Sitting up nice and tall. Make sure you're not leaning back into your right hand. One more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Awesome. Same thing on the other side. So left heel in, right leg out. So even though it can feel like work at first, the more we practice, and if you practice regularly, which is why yoga camp is so great, just kind of becoming aware and active in the body becomes second nature. So it feels less like work. So just see where you're at today. So firming down through the right thigh. We'll shift our weight over. Inhale, reach up, active through those right toes as you send it up and over towards the right. So again, I'm grabbing on the outer edge here. Maybe you grab the outer edge of your right foot. Oh, this feels so good. Big breath in, big breath out as you find what feels good here. While we do some of this floor work, it might be a good time to just practice repeating your affirmation, your mantra. I am alive. Maybe finish that sentence. I am alive with energy, love. Go ahead and flatten it out. And then grounding down through the coccyx, through the tail, your root chakra, ground down, sit up nice and tall, and take a little counter twist here. Right fingertips to the outer edge of the left thigh and left fingertips behind. Inhale, grow nice and tall. And exhale, twist. Stay firm in that right thigh. So strong sit bone to heel connection. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, shoulders grounding down. Cool, then gently release. Go ahead and bring that right foot in. We'll come to a crisscross position here. And we're just moving with the arms here, so nice and easy. And if you want to practice that Sukhasana from before, just really keeping the ankles crossed here, you can. I'm turning sideways so you can see that I'm really allowing the heart to stay lifted here. So again, if you need to lift the hips, please do. Here we go. Inhale, nice and easy. Reach the fingertips up. Move with your breath. Exhale, float them down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, float it down. So we'll keep it going here. Tops of the thighs grounding down. Inhale, reach. Heart lifts. Exhale, down. Slow it down a bit. Inhale, reach. And exhale, float it down. So you know what we're doing now? You can close your eyes or even begin to integrate the nose, the neck. Inhaling, maybe looking up. Exhaling, chin to chest. You might find this ujjayi breath here helpful. It's a soft restriction in the back of the throat. With practice, it becomes second nature and super helpful as you begin to synchronize the breath and the body. Marry the movement with the breath and the breath with the movement. Let's do one more. You got it. Inhale. And exhale. Fingertips are going to come behind when you release. And then we're going to turn the fingertips in towards your body. Inhale, loop the shoulders, hug the elbows, try to touch the elbows together here. So we're stretching through the arms, stretching through the chest. Nice gentle lift in the chin here. Big breath in, open your heart. Remember your mantra, maybe repeat it to yourself, why not? And then press off the fingertips and we'll begin to come forward onto all fours. I'm feeling good. Hope you are too. If not, let's keep tending to it. Coming to all fours here, pressing into the tops of the feet. Press away from your yoga mat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And once you feel set, bones stacked, we'll move into cat-cow. So make sure you take that time always to kind of find your setup so that you can find freedom within the form. Inhale. Exhale, moving with the breath again. Inhale, dropping the belly, move nice and slow. And exhale, rounding through the spine, taking your time. Maybe use that ujjayi, that Darth Vader breath. If you're not familiar and you want to learn, we have a video for that. Free of charge, of course. Just kidding. And then, of course, from here, we break free of the structure a little bit and just check in with the body today. So again, you might be feeling a little bit sore, tight in places from your yoga or maybe from something else. Maybe you just feel a little heavy-hearted today and you got to go back to that extended child's pose for a breath or two. So take a moment here to feel alive. Notice what it feels like to be alive on this day. Insert date here. Right, each day is different. Move nice and slow and mindful so you're taking care of your body. Maybe you like that circular motion. Awesome, and then from here we're going to bring the knees together. So finish out what you're doing and then bring the knees together and bring the feet together. And then slowly we're going to sit back onto the heels. Walk the fingertips up. And palms come to the tops of the thighs. So if you have a blanket or a towel, if you have knee issues and you're feeling fussiness here, you can roll the blanket or the towel up, bring it right behind the knees, and then see what happens if you sit back here. Another option is to do a little yoga for the feet. That's a great option for everyone if you wanted to go for the gold today. Wake up the feet. So we're going to be here just for a couple breaths, moving with our vinyasa. Nice and easy. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, float them down. Close your eyes. Try to find your groove. See if you can practice. You might not get it at first. In fact, you probably won't. See if you can practice really moving with the breath. Let's try a couple more here, stick with it. Let your breath fuel your movement. So only raise your arms as far as your inhale goes. And then let the exhale take it down. Let's try for two more. Maybe integrating the neck. Awesome, so great in the shoulders. Repeat. Okay, if you're on the toes here, please go ahead and come off the toes for this move as we reach the fingertips around. Open up through the armpit chest, and then turn the fingers in towards your body, towards your feet once again, and we inhale. Tuck the pelvis, open the chest. Big breath in, nice pressing off, so nice and aware. We don't move fast here, nice and slow. We press off the fingers and come forward. Child's pose. Release the forehead to the mat. Fingertips can stay reaching towards the front edge, or you can circle them back around to the back edge. Just take a couple breaths here, my friends. Let the weight of your shoulders go. Feel the stretch in your back body as you breathe. Big breaths in and out. And slowly, if the fingertips are behind you, reach them forward. We'll hug the lower ribs in, so please, whatever this means to you, connect to your center. Move from your center. What does that mean as you come to all fours? For me, it just changes my quality of movement. So rather than just, it's like I'm kind of present in a different way. Remember your affirmation here, I am alive with, and curl your toes under and send it back, downward facing dog. Continue with the breath, check in with the hands, then pedal the feet. Surprise yourself with your breath today. When the mind begins to wander, we're going to start implementing these affirmations a little bit more, just providing a little invitation to. You don't have to. But when the mind wanders, it's a good moment to talk to yourself. Say the thing that's going to serve you. One more breath here, you got it. Then we'll bring the two big toes together and lift the right leg up high. Right toes stay pointing towards the earth. We press into both palms evenly. Inhale in, exhale, reach right foot all the way up in between your hands. Take your time getting there as you lower the left knee down. Come onto the fingertips, loop the shoulders. Inhale, begin to open your heart forward. So just take a second here to check your alignment. And then we'll flip the back toes so the top of the foot comes to the mat. And then yogi's choice here. You could be fingertips on the mat. You might bring the hands to the waistline. I'm going to be here for just a couple breaths, stretching out the lower body, and then making sure that we're nice and connected all the way up through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Then slowly, we'll plant the palms back down, curl the left toes under, lift the back knee, and step it back to a plank. Not going to do a lot of these today, so here we go. Just checking it out, nice and strong. Press away from your yoga mat. Spike the heels towards the back edge of your mat. Notice if you're a little sore, a little tired, or maybe if you're kind of starting to feel some magical strength. Just notice where you're at today, gaze straight down, and then take your eyeballs just slightly ahead as you hug the elbows in and slowly lower down to the belly. Oh yeah. Flip to the tops of the feet. Press into your foundation as you slowly lift up high. Exhale, lower down. Keep it going just like this, a little cobra flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Keep it nice and low, my friends. I'm sorry I said high because I don't want to mislead you. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And one more. Find that liquid spine here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Awesome. Curl the toes under. Yogi's choice. You can press to all fours here or press back up to that plank. Inhale in again, everyone. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're doing great. Let's keep going. Right heel down, left leg up high. Inhale. Keep the left toes down, press into both palms evenly. Man, I need to go to the chiropractor. See, I'm a good teacher. I'm a good example because my body's all, okay, cool. I'm just noticing that my hands are in different places. Okay, everyone's like, hello, Adrienne, we're in three-legged dog. Step it up into your lunge. Sorry, I just had a little human moment there. And then go ahead and place the right knee on the earth. Come onto the fingertips. When you're ready, come onto the top of the right foot. And don't rush this. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Find your alignment. And then you might just, man, you're tight, you're stretching it out, you're doing the work, you're practicing your mantra, you might just stay nice and low. Or you might experiment, whoa, with the hands on the waistline. Maybe you're already like, girl, crescent lunge. So just play. Everyone breathe deep. Pay attention. And enjoy. One more breath here. And then we'll slowly release back down. Plant the palms, curl the back toes under, and lift that right knee. Here we go. Strong right away. So before you step that left foot back, we're already pressing away from your yoga mat. Step it back, plank. Gaze straight down, long, beautiful neck. Spike the heels towards the back. Then shift your weight forward, hug the elbows in, slowly lower down all the way to the belly. Belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Inhale, find your heart opener here. And then exhale, release. Curl the toes under, press back up to plank or all fours. Inhale in and exhale, make your way to down dog. Take a nice cleansing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. Last leg of our practice today, we got this. Drop the left heel, lift the right leg up high. Squeeze right knee in towards the heart. Hover here for just a moment, cultivate a little strength, and then step it up into your lunge. Once again, lower the left knee, come onto the top of the left foot. If you feel more stable with the left toes curled under, do that. I feel more stable pressing into the root of that back foot when it's not curled, but that's just me. Then everyone this time, let's play with hands to the waistline. And then if you're super flexible, just notice if you're kind of dumping all your weight in here, can you find that integrity of drawing the right hip crease back, hugging to the midline? You know what I'm talking about. If you're here, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh yeah, find a little support. Then if you're really working hard, you're shaking with all your might, you might just stay here. Otherwise, we're gonna add the flow. Keep the top of the back foot, whether the toes are curled or not, rooted as your foundation. And here we go. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Big breath in, big breath out, float them down. When you're working in this way, it's harder than you think. You might feel like, whoa. So hug inner thighs to the midline. Here we go, keeping it going with the breath. So you can move at your own pace here, just moving with your breath. Strong foundation. Awesome. On your next inhale, reach the fingertips up. And when you arrive there, take the right hand to the left wrist, squeeze the right knee into the midline and slowly tilt to the right. Lean back, open your heart, maybe smile here. Stay grounded through your foundation. You got this. Inhale in, exhale back to center and melt it down. Awesome work, my friends. Plant the palms. Optional vinyasa here. So you could take the knees together and go to child's pose, or you can move through a vinyasa. So yogi's choice here. Take a big breath in wherever you are, and a big breath out. Then if you're not already in downward facing dog, we'll head there and do the same thing on the other side. Then we'll flip our burgers, cool it off, and call it a day. Get ready for an amazing day. Right, here we go. From down dog, we'll drop the right heel, lift the left leg up high. Big breath in. Big breath out, sends the left knee up towards the heart. Pause here, hover here, press away, cultivate strength, then step it up into your lunge. Into your lunge. Sounded like I said lunge. Lunge. Lower the right knee, find strong foundation in that back foot. So for me, I uncurl. Front knee over front ankle. When you're ready, connect to your center and bring the hands to the waistline. What's up, creaky old floor? Loop the shoulders, find that lift in the heart. So try to control your breath here. Excuse me. All right, and once you feel like you have the lower body connected, activated, hugging to the midline, let's play with a little vinyasa, all right? Remember your mantra, I am alive with, or just I am alive. Here we go. Inhale, spread the fingertips, reach up. Exhale, float them down. Reminder for the bendy guys, if you're kind of sinking here, that's great for the right hip crease, but can you find a little integrity? Tug the left thigh bone back, just a hair. Almost as if you were trying to bring your mat, the front end and the back end, into center. So again, sharing at all different levels here, moving with the breath. You might begin to integrate the neck. There's a yoga teacher I really like. He focuses on anatomy, mostly teaching from an anatomy standpoint, but he always shares this idea of tracing the fingertips with your nose or with your peripheral vision, and I really like that. I do a lot of stuff with peripheral vision, or have done in the past with theater training and dance training, so it really works in yoga too. It's a great way to integrate the whole spine. And if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, no worries, just moving with the breath here. Let's do one more, way to stick with it. My legs are getting tired. Inhale, reach up. And this time we take the left hand to the right wrist and find the side body stretch. Relax the shoulders down, lean back. Inhale, one more breath, open your heart. And then exhale back to center. Plant the palms, left knee joins the right knee, child's pose. You can also sneak in a little vinyasa here. You go. Swim the fingertips around and forehead to the mat. Great work, my friends. Allow everything to relax here. And if child's pose is not a relaxing posture for you, try extended child's pose. If that sucks, try that heart to earth pose that we've been doing. And if that sucks, come to a nice cross-legged seat. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Then in your own time, see if again you can move from your center, whatever that means to you. Reaching the fingertips up, coming through. Walk the knees up towards the wrists. Cross the left ankle over the right. Use your paws to walk you through, being really mindful of the ankles here. Then if you're one of the folks that came to cross-legged, here we are with you. Big breath in. Big breath out. So we're going to end today by bringing the palms together here in a little meditation pose. If you want to come to Shavasana, rock it out, especially if you have a little extra time today to be in your relaxation. Otherwise, we'll bring the palms together, lift the sternum to the thumbs. Align head over heart, heart over pelvis. And we give thanks for our practice, for this time well spent. And we finish by repeating the mantra, I am alive. So you'll repeat to yourself those words, or you'll finish the sentence, I am alive with. I am alive with energy. I am alive with gratitude. Find something that serves you. Don't stop the video yet. Come on, we're going the distance. So take a couple moments to just repeat your mantra, and that's where we'll end today. Then release your mantra. Know that it lives inside. can take it with you off the mat into the rest of your day. We'll finish today by bowing to one another. Inhale in, lifting the sternum to the thumbs. And exhale. Namaste.